my first topic is, doom, doom, doom. I'm gonna cue the music. I should put music in the video, but Moog music, dog. They let go of like a lot of their employees. They with plans to cancel the manufacturing wing in the United States. They got the dopest factory. All the videos, we've all seen the videos of some of our favorite electronic artists going to that factory, like making their own Moog. Sometimes they just, like, I seen one with Corey Henry. He's one of the dopest, like, keyboardists there is. He's there just like making me feel bad. Like, my Moog never sounded like that, but it's a lot of dope artists been through there. And so it's like this place is like a museum. It's like mythic to us, and it's crazy that they're about to close it, man. Like, so if you don't know, in music, the company that owns Akai, Elise's, and Newmark, and a couple other things, a lot of other things, it's a big conglomerate. They bought Moog a few months back. At first, I'm not even gonna lie, I was happy, because I'm like, okay, Focusrite is buying a lot of bought Dave Smith. Behringer, they basically, the tribe, they buying people. They not buying companies. They going to find the person that first designed synths back in the 70s and 80s and buying them. Like, I got a sub myself. I can't even, I talk crap about them, but I got a sub. The KRK dude made a sub for Behringer. I got it at the crib. So I can't knock him for doing that, but in my opinion, if they bought something like Moog, I wouldn't say it'd be a monopoly, because it's a lot of other synth companies out here, but I think they would have been too powerful if they had owned Moog, in my opinion. Because like Moog still makes some of the best synthesizers to this day. I'm not even the type that rocks with the D-Fam or the Mother 32, but I see how dope they are in the subharmonic, harmonicon, whatever the name of it. Like, yeah. So some of those just evolve in synths that just play sequences and you do things to manipulate it. Like, I don't use those, but it's dope that they got them. My semi-modular grandmother and matriarch is dope. The one, I never really got into it, because in my opinion, the one feels like parts put together. It don't feel like a real synth. In my opinion, it don't feel like one piece of gear. It feels like just parts put together. But pound for pound is like the best synth there is, as far as like the capabilities. Is 16 Moog voices. Like, it's nuts. And yeah, then I got my classics, my Voyager, my Prodigy. So I got about 5 or 6 Moog synths, man. And I got plans to buy like 2 or 3 more. I want a Matriarch and I want a Model D before they stop making them. I just thought about it. I gotta hurry up and buy a Model D. You never know when they're gonna stop making them. So I was happy that they didn't sell themselves to Music Tribe, because I'm like, man, they got too much. They already bought a lot of companies. They bought Midas, they bought TC Helicon, they got all type of companies, man. So I'm like, man, if Moog goes up under their wing, that's gonna be like too much they can in control of. Plus they already rip off all the Moog stuff anyway. So I kind of didn't want them to buy Moog, feel me? So when I saw Akai bought them, I'm like, man, that's dope, man. But then the shoe dropped, man. They fired like and they planned to do a lot of the manufacturing overseas, like emoji with the fire around the head. Like, bro, I thought that's the point of us paying like 3 times the amount for these synths. It's because they manufacture it on US soil. Like, literally you can figure out who put your synth together by the serial number. Like, the people there, they've probably been working there for a long time. You can literally figure out who helped put the synth together by figuring out the serial number and stuff like that. Like, I don't think no other company that's like doing mass production got anything like that. Like, it's some microphones where we get like specific readouts of the frequency response, and I like that. But like, Moog was doing something special. I've called them before about my Voyager, man. So like, it's kind of shocking, honestly, man, that they did it so fast. Like, I'm thinking like, okay, cool. The Akai money should come behind. Moog might do some digital synths, maybe. Like, even though that's almost blasphemy, but it'll be dope. Just think about, like, I got about 15, 20 synths, man, and my favorite synth is my Hydra. My Hydra synth, I think, is the best one I got. That's straight digital. If you do the digital right, it's phenomenal. So I'm thinking like some dope coming down the line. And I'm hearing that they sold the company. I mean, that they fired all these people. I'm like, wow. So they literally about to change what the vision of like what Moog is to us. Cause I did my research. I thought the factory was open longer. It's only been open since like 2011. So I thought it was open like since like when they came back. Cause I know they came back big bright. I thought it's been open since like, so Bob Moog didn't open this factory. I thought he opened this factory, but I was wrong. He didn't. I think he was gone. Yeah, he was gone by the time it opened in 2011. So, cause like, I think the Lil Fatty came out in 06 and he was gone by the time it released. So I know he was gone by the time his factory opened. So yeah, it's crazy that like these last almost 10 years, when you think of Moog, you think of like that hometown hero type of feel. Like it almost justifies the extra money you paying, cause technically, you know what I'm saying? Are some of these synths really worth like almost double what they charging? Double other synths? Like you gotta think like the Model D reissue. Is that really worth 5 Gs? In my opinion, nah. But it's Moog, man. It was hand built in North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? It's worth it for that aspect. But if they're about to change that, I'm gonna just keep my Moogs I got, and I probably don't buy anymore, man, because like it's almost like a stab in the back. Like they didn't stab us in the back. They kind of stabbed those people in the back, but the consumer, like we like on some, man, my Moog's hand built. I ain't gonna buy no Behringer. But like, what's the point? Like if they about to start manufacturing like kind of the same way. So yeah, man, this was like a win for Behringer. I'm not even gonna lie. They didn't buy Moog, but this news is a win for them, man, because they need to start making their own sense. If Behringer, with all the technology of they got under their wing, all the people, and then being able to take things apart and replicate them and all that, man, they can make like the best synth on earth. So like this could be like a step back for Moog in the long run. A company like Behringer can come out with some they own synths for real and really manufacture them, because that's what I don't like about Behringer synth. I probably own about 6 of them. I got one over there. I got the monopoly. They crappy as you know what, man. And I'm not gonna lie, I bought a subsequent 37 directly from the factory. And that it had some weird wobbly stuff going on too. I don't know why I didn't send that thing back, but yeah, it was like one of the buttons on one of the presets never worked. So yeah, it's not like it doesn't happen with other companies, but Behringer has like been on almost every synth I've ever bought for them. I had an Odyssey, bro, I could not get that thing in tune. Like it was ridiculous. And I sent it back and it was a defective one, but it made me don't even want the Odyssey now. I'm gonna get a Korg one eventually. Had a couple Deep Minds. Deep Mind is a phenomenal synth. It's technically not an original synth because it's like just a beefed up Juno or whatever, like a new age Juno, but it's still like their original synth. So if they just take Deep Mind to the next level without so much menu diving, like they gonna definitely take a step up. That's what they kind of need to do, because the Deep Mind is, to be honest, I'm probably gonna buy another rack. I had a 6, I had the rack, and I had a 12. So the 12 got broken. The 6 I ended up selling for something, and then the rack I ended up selling. I bought something else. I think I ended up buying my grandmother with the money, so it was worth me selling. But I'm gonna get another one. But back to Moog. Like yeah, it's weird that they like kind of changing like the way we view them, like literally right before our eyes. This company has done it before, man. I'm an MPC head, so we know that when Newmark bought Akai, it changed like Akai. I'm still one of those people that kind of I love the functionality of some of the newer MPCs, but I can't talk crap to people or deny the fact that the 60 and the 3000 are like superior pieces of gear. You know what I'm saying? It's like a digital amp compared to like a super dope tube one from the 70s, like a Vox or something, or whatever other dope amp. Like, yeah, your new one, but the old one has got a sound that the new one can't really get, or it's a feel. Like the 60 and the 3000 feel like instruments, and the other ones they like tools. It's like a difference. So they've done this before with other major companies, with other iconic brands. So it's crazy. Hopefully, like, man, I'm hoping that they kind of gonna take the Focusrite route with like Dave Smith, with sequential, because it seemed like sequential was like more kind of like staying true to what's going on with sequential and just putting some dollars behind the manufacturing, you know what I'm saying? And letting their designers and everything stay the same. But yeah, for Moog to just get rid of all the people, that's kind of crazy, man. We already paying like at least 30% more for their synths than we should, in my opinion. But that sound, man, that sound when you got a square, drop it down 2 octaves, nothing sounds like it, man. Like, I don't know why. I've got all these synths, a dope Moog square oscillator, drop down a couple octaves, nothing compares to it. So as long as they got that magic, they gonna have us. So we'll see how this shakes out, but